What up, YouTube? It's me, Isaac, coming to you with another edition of my life. Well, actually, it's gonna be a couple of things in one. Obviously, I still have a couple of sinister order packs to open. This isn't the entire thing. I didn't want to open 10 packs at once, so I just got 5 of them out, and I'll open these 5 and see what's in them. But before we get into that, since it's nice and snowy outside, I thought I'd tell y'all about the time my little brother and I were told we can open our presents for Christmas when we wake up. We were young enough that we understood what it meant, but we were old enough to understand what that meant, but we interpreted it as just him and I waking up. We did not know that our dad meant everybody in the house waking up before we opened our presents. So what we did was, he and I got up. I can't remember if we were sharing a room when we were 5 and 3. I honestly don't recall if we were sharing a room, like I said. And so we got up after sleeping that night, or the last night, you know what I mean. And we started unwrapping presents. We didn't know which ones were ours because, we couldn't read. We couldn't read very well because, like I said, we were 5 and 3. Obviously, a 5-year-old can read better than a 3-year-old, but I digress. So, like I said, we get up. We didn't understand that it meant everybody in the house. We just thought it meant we, as in him and I, obviously. So, like I said, we start unwrapping presents, and what we do is, actually, wait, this might have been multiple Christmases in a row. I can't recall. I know one Christmas we stacked everybody's presents in front of every bedroom door. I don't remember doing that. When the heck did I get that mole? That's weird. I never noticed that one before. But yeah, one Christmas, like I said, my brother and I got up, went to the tree, unwrapped presents. We didn't know we actually had to wait. Thinking back, a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old opening presents alone was probably not the smartest move, but then again, everybody else was in the house. We just happened to be the only ones up. Like I said, we didn't know that our dad meant everybody in the house. That was super, super funny to me. I still freaking laugh every time I remember that memory. And yeah, I know I haven't told that story on my channel yet, and I thought I'd tell it since it's like super snowy out there and it looks like Christmas Day. To me, anyway. So yeah, now onto the pack opening, if I can find where I set them. There they are. So, I'm hoping to get some really good pulls today. If I pull another secret rare, I will let you all know. I highly doubt I will pull a secret rare, but if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. There's 10 chances to pull it because there's 2 hollows in every pack, which is weird, but let's check it out. Come on, let there be something good. All right. Cubemon. That looks like a little bear with just 1,000 health, which seems pretty good. Another egg, which is Cupimon, which I don't know because I haven't ran a complete deck yet of this, of the purple stuff. Well, purple thing. I haven't learned all the colors I haven't learned all the rules to the card game yet. I've just been using starter decks up until now. But here's something really cool. Bella. I don't even know how to pronounce its name. Ooh. Oh, that is nice. I pulled this card already, but this is nice. Apparently, this card's actually a common card, which I honestly thought the sleep modes would have been a lot more rare. Copy of Wizardmon. Although he looks like Sorcerermon, so that's a little odd to me because it just is. Flickmon. Greymon with the black Greymon thing on it. That's still a bit odd to me. Come on, you stinking. Aro Kinnymon, if you know Season 2, you'll recognize her. Get that guy. Not sure of his name. I don't remember some of these Digimon's names because I just don't. Skull Nightmon. Not a bad card to run in a purple deck. And now we've got the first 2 hollows of today. Cupimon. And let's see what the last pull is. Oh, wait. I'll have to check these 2 out. See their rarities. That's what I'm going to do with those. Starting when I started to play Digimon again, I always check my rare pulls, see how rare they are. And I pulled some interesting cards in yesterday's pull. Let's just say a secret rare and a couple ultra rares, which were cool. And 1 regular rare, which is awesome. Come on, you stinking things. Why won't you open? Another copy of Balbamon. So I'm not going to show that. Mirrormon I've never seen before, so I'll have to check that out. Another copy of Flickmon. Another copy of Greymon, that's Black Greymon. This is getting weird. I'm pulling some really good cards, but they're all commons. Although that's still pretty nice. Sukimon. I know I'm pronouncing some of these names wrong. Let's see here. Landermon. Tamer, I believe, is named Close. I cannot show this one because of I'm just not rolling the dice because to me it looks a little bit risque for YouTube, so I'm not gonna roll the dice on that one. Dark Knightmon, I know I've already showed before. Ooh. Cha-ching! I mean, not for this card. I mean, that card's cool and all, but holy Nikes. Lucamon Chaos Mode. If I ain't mistaken, that is another one of the chase pulls, just like the last Lucamon I pulled. That's pretty darn sweet. And now for the last card of that pack. Stupid eyes. Tekimon. Now to move on, I will sort these cards out. These ones out and see if I want them, any of them in my actual deck later. The last couple of days I haven't found any that look like they'd run well, although some of them did look like they'd work well together, but I've got specific cards I want in my deck, so we'll see if I pull any more. Come on. Open. Alright. Don't mind. That's pretty cool. Actually, the funny thing is with 5 Digimon, I know I've shown him off because his alt art was one of the first cards I pulled. Actually, it was the first card I pulled. Sunfloramon, I think, although that looks too weird to be Sunfloramon. I'll have to check that out later. Another copy of the Cubimon thing. Another copy of that weird looking bear. Man, I'm getting down to where every pull just seems to be the same freaking pack. And I don't even have half the set yet. I mean, I didn't expect all 78 cards to be in one box of 24 packs, but it's a little weird that this pack and the first pack were basically the exact same pulls, except for some of them are a little bit different because this Wizardmon has a bit more health than the first Wizardmon I pulled. Let's see here. I know I already showed that guy, so I'm not going to show it again. Getting down to the nitty gritty of this one. Ha! I pulled Mamemon, who goes perfectly with Arokinimon. If you remember, I think it was 02, but I think it could have been the end of 01. No, wait, the end of 01 was, the end of Adventure was Apocalypse, that's right. So it was O2. Cometmon, pretty cool. Now we're getting down to holy Smokey the Bear. Okay, so you all saw that I pulled Lucamon, right? I mean, yeah, Lucamon sleep mode. I just pulled an alt art of the original Lucamon, or at least I think this is the alt art. I could be wrong, but that's pretty sweet. And then, oh, cool. Hey, this is different art from the last one, from the last Venom Myotismon I pulled. Family joke. If you know that family joke, you'll understand why that was funny. My mom and I call my little brother Myotismon because his name is Joe, and we used to call him Otis. So seeing a vampire Digimon with the same name, it just clicked in our heads. Although I do remember Mellow Myotismon's defeat because, well, every digidestin who lived through watching that didn't really have a good time with that one. Another egg of Turnblamon. I don't know. Already showed that. Waspmon, which is cool. Spiral Mountain. Now I know this goes well with the Dark Masters cards. That will be interesting to see if I can incorporate that into my deck. Oh, if you remember the middle of the first, at the end of the first arc of Digimon, where everybody gets split up, and it turns out that Patamon couldn't digivolve for some odd reason. I can't remember off the top of my head why. But if you remember this guy, you'll know that this was the first time Patamon digivolved. That's pretty sweet. Landermon. Pretty cool. Ha! I just pulled Devimon and then I pulled Demi Devimon as the second card after that. I know this is another trainer, so that's pretty sweet. Let's see what we've got. Another copy of Cometmon. Skull Satowamon. Pretty good Digimon and Digimon Adventure. Another copy of Lucamon, which excuse me a second while I look through these holo cards, because I think I just pulled two different arts of Lucamon. Let me take a look here. Holy crap, I did. That is pretty sweet. So I pulled one, unless, well, then again, my eyes could be tricking me because I don't have the strongest, my eyes aren't really that good. So I'll just have to check on that next time I'm at the card shop. So far, I've seen a good number of purple cards that I could use in a purple deck. If you know Digimon, you'll know what I mean by that. And it looks like I am down to my last pack for the night. Bummer, dude. I mean, I could pause this mid-recording and go grab another couple of packs, but I ain't gonna, because I'm having too much fun as it is. Let's see here. Miramon, I knew I showed at the beginning of tonight's. Koromon, another egg, pretty cool. Another copy of Devimon, another copy of Devimon right behind it. That's a little odd to pull these two right back to back. Let's see here. Weatherdramon EX. I need to do a little research on that one. Progo. I've never seen that guy before. Another copy of the bear guy. Impmon, which is, he's pretty good in Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory. I will say that much. Another copy of Agumon with the black Agumon thingy on it. That's a little odd. Still a little odd to me. I'll have to do a little bit of research on this card too. And now for the final few cards. Miramon Hollow, which is really cool. And for the last card of today, it looks like it could be Puppetmon alt art. Let me see about that, because I know I pulled another Puppetmon out here earlier. Cupidmon. Then on my Otismon. Lucimon. Mindmon. Lucimon. Techiomon. Actually, wait. I don't think I pulled Puppetmon. Let me look through the other cards that aren't hollow. Because, oh wait. I dropped one. I did draw a Puppetmon. Now let's compare the art styles to them. Let's see here. One where he's not holding his puppet hammer. And one where he's holding his puppet pummel hammer. I can't believe I pulled alt arts back to back. Oh, plus the rare Lucimon card that I pulled. I'll have to check out the rarity of these 10 cards and get back to you guys on that. But yeah, I'm your host, Isaac Brummett. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one. I know I sure as hell will. Peace out, y'all. And I hope you enjoyed that Christmas story about me and my little brother. I'm your host, Isaac Brummett. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one. I know I sure as shit will.